Spencer and Keen, fine jewelry studio, embrace unique. Spencer and Keen, fine jewelry studio, embrace unique.
Good morning, everybody. This is Katherine at Spencer and Keen Fine Jewelry Studio. I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning already. I know I am. It's nice and bright and sunny outside. I can see the bright blue sky through our big windows in the store, and that makes me feel happy. So I hope that the bright blue skies make everybody feel happy today because we're heading into fall, and I know that, fall brings all sorts of feelings from people. So good morning, and I hope that everybody is excited to talk about what we're talking about today. I'm going to be talking about custom design and bespoke design. Those are two slightly different things that we do here at Spencer and Keen. And so I'm going to be talking about that today and talking about our process and how we do it. And because it is fall, we are also on a little bit of a timeline when it comes to the holidays. Yes, the holiday deadline is quickly approaching, believe it or not. So if you are a planner and you want to do something special for someone else, or maybe it's just something special for yourself and you want to wrap it up for yourself and give it to yourself for the holidays, there's nothing wrong with that either. We're going to be talking about our custom design process and talking about our bespoke process at Spencer and Keen. So if you're looking for gift ideas, if you're trying to think about any of that, that's what we're working on today. So custom jewelry versus bespoke jewelry. Just to briefly touch on the difference between those two things. Custom jewelry, if you come in and you have an idea of what you already want because you have maybe you have an old piece of jewelry and you want to, modify it a little bit. Or maybe you saw something in our case or saw something when you were out and about, or maybe you saw something on Pinterest and you just want to change one little aspect of the ring. That's a custom design. So let's say that, I don't need itsy bitsy rings. Look at these little guys. They're so adorable. They're little charms. Okay, but this little charm that you can see, this little charm, it just has a clear stone. And what if I wanted to have that be a green stone? That's essentially a custom. Okay, you're taking some design that already exists and you're changing one little thing about it to customize it for you. Okay. Now, bespoke jewelry, what we do at Spencer and Keen, besides custom, that's kind of more our happy place of what we like to do because we are designers, because we are artists. We love to help you figure out the exact thing that you are trying to create that's in your head and then get that down onto a piece of paper. This is a blank piece of paper. All right, so what is the bespoke process? So you might sit and think to yourself, all right, I have maybe you have an engagement ring and you have a wedding band, and maybe you have that, one necklace that you wear all the time, but you want to add one piece of jewelry that you haven't seen it anywhere. Maybe it's a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And, you just never see exactly what you want out there. Okay, but you have an idea in your head. You can't draw it because you're not an artist. You can't make it yourself because you're not a jeweler. That's where we come in. So you might come in and you'd say, okay, Katherine, I want to sit down and I want to design with you, and I want to create a piece that, I've got all these different things that I'm looking at, and I have these different stones that I want to work with, and I have maybe some old family jewelry that I want to use, and I can melt that gold. So you would sit down with me and I would ask you a bunch of questions. Okay, I might say, do you want this to be like an Art Deco style? Do you want it to be more of a modern style? Do you want to have sleek, smooth lines in it, or do you want to have lots of filigree? And so I would ask you lots of questions to try to figure out what is in your head. Okay, and then you're going to answer those questions. Like maybe I could just, hi, Brandy, good morning. Maybe I could ask Brandy, okay, and what's your ideal ring? And maybe Brandy has an ideal ring in mind that she would love to be able to create. Okay, so a favorite piece of quartz crystal and make a necklace. Okay, so then let's just pretend she's got a quartz crystal. Is it like a long quartz crystal, Brandy? Is it like elongated, kind of like with a point on the end? Does it have, I don't know, maybe it looks like that. I'm not sure. It could. I don't know. We could even pretend that it's that. And she wants a necklace, and then about 1 inch points on both ends. That is almost exactly what I drew. Okay. We've got like a mental connection going on, Brandy. It's right there. All right, so I've got a crystal quartz. It's about 1 inch long here. I've got points on both ends. And so then I would start asking Brandy things like, yeah, there we go. I would start asking her things like, okay, do you want to work in white metal or in yellow metal or rose-colored metal? Do you want to use gold? Do you want to use sterling silver? And she would think about that and think about, okay, what is my ideal piece of jewelry that I could possibly make? And she would think to herself, what, Brandy, what would you say? Is it going to be white? Is it going to be yellow? Is it going to be rose? We don't know. And she would think about that. And she would think about, okay, so sterling or white gold, depending on cost. Okay, Brandy, you bring up an excellent point, because we can make this in sterling silver. Okay, and that's kind of like the lowest cost metal. Now, one step up from that is continuum sterling silver. And this is a mixture of silver and palladium. Okay, so it is an anti-tarnish silver. And then you could also do it in 10 karat white gold, 14 karat white gold, 18. You could go up to platinum. Hey, just depending on what you want to do. And so we have a full spectrum of price. Ooh, a full spectrum of, over there and over here, of price that we can work with, anywhere from sterling silver, continuum sterling, 10, 14, 18, up to platinum. Okay, and all of those, no, you didn't see it. Yes, you did see it. It was there. We could work the full price range, okay? And that is part of the bespoke process, okay? So then I'm designing this pendant for Brandy, and I don't know anything about Brandy yet, but I could ask her things like, do you like swirls or do you like straight lines when we're putting this pendant into a design? Do you want this pendant to slide on the chain, or do you want it to be fixed in place? And so these are, again, all questions that I would start asking about how she wants her ideal piece to be created. And so right now, I'm just thinking about, even though I don't know what she wants, okay, but maybe she would tell me what she wants if she likes swirls or if she doesn't like swirls, okay, because we can go more geometric. But maybe I would start by adding some pieces that go down like that, okay? And maybe maybe she wants little other gemstones worked into the side of it. And I would ask her all of those questions. You know, maybe she has something else. Okay, she wants it to hang at long ways, just as I have it. Okay. And we'll get like a veil up on top. And I would sit and I would draw. And I would figure this out. And maybe I would add a little bit of some sort of coloration to it. We've got a clear crystal quartz going on, so let's see here. We'll just add a little bit of, just a little bit of shading in there. So maybe that's what I would start with. After I work on a design with Brandy and she kind of tells me back and forth like, oh, yes, I like that, or no, I don't like that. Okay, then after we figure out the design, thanks, Brandy, then we can work on price, okay? And I could say, okay, so we like this design, and then I can go through and figure out exactly, I would have to think to myself, okay, how would I create this? How would I fabricate it? What kind of metal do I need? And so I would actually go to, there's a place on our website where you can look at customized jewelry. Okay, but also on there, okay, I think it's our sk-fjs.jewelershowcase.com. Okay, and that's a link that goes to our website that you can customize things. But the other cool thing about the sk-fjs.jewelershowcase.com is that you can also just look at things like how much metal is. Okay, so for example, I'm going to go to my phone here and I am going to look up the wire that I need to make this pendant. Okay, and I think I need about 4 inches of 20 gauge wire. Now 20 gauge, that is, just in case you're wondering, is 0.81 millimeters. For all of you geeks out there who love little pieces of technical information that don't mean anything to most people, if you want to know that, 20 gauge is 0.81 millimeters. So I'm going to take a look at that and let's just look at prices. So I'm going to look at sterling silver first, and just to get a general idea. All right, so just the metal, this will give us an idea. Just the metal in sterling silver, I've got $5. Cool, that's not bad at all. All right, now let me switch that to continuum sterling silver. Continuum sterling silver, I've got $10. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a price jump, but it's still relatively nominal. And then let's say I switch that to 10 karat white gold. And I need 3 inches. Okay, so 10 karat, I've got $33. And let's go to 14, just for fun. 14, I've got $50. And now we're going to switch all the way to platinum just to see where we are. Okay, platinum, 3 inches, $75. Okay, so this is how we kind of customize everything for you down to the literal penny. So I can get the metal, just the raw metal, no labor, no anything else. It's just the metal. And I can get 3 inches of the sterling silver for $5. I can do 3 inches of the continuum non-tarnish silver for $10. 10 carat was $33, 14 carat was $50. And if you wanted to go all the way up to a luxurious crystal quartz and platinum pendant, you would only be spending $75. Okay, but that's how we customize things for a bespoke, one-off, designed just for you piece of jewelry, and make it whatever it is that you want. Okay, so we figure out the price or the design. We work with you, ask questions, see what you have. She's ready to schedule some time. All right. Oh, thanks, Brandy. Come on in. We can help you with that. We can figure out exactly what it is that you want to make with what you have, to make something special that is unique just for you. Okay, and we've got the full price range in there. It doesn't matter to us because we want to make the piece for you. It's a piece that you are going to be wearing, and that's what we love doing here. So after the price, then we, of course, figure out the labor and all of the other nitty gritty stuff. And we decide, how long it's going to take. Let's see, today is the 2nd. Okay, so right now, if you are designing a piece of jewelry, a bespoke piece of jewelry, when you would be able to have it back in your hands is anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks, just depending on how easy or complicated the piece is. So that brings me to our time frame for Christmas. So if you want something for Christmas, let's see here. Let's take a look at a calendar. Okay, we'll look at, now this year, the holiday falls on, oh gosh, is that a Monday this year? I think that looks about right. Okay, so we've got the 25th, 24th, because I think are we open on that? We're open on that Sunday. I think we are open on that Sunday before Christmas. So that would be the absolute last day to pick something up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So 8 weeks. The last day to place an order for Christmas is also, let's see here. We've got, we could put it on October 30th or November 1st. How about November 1st? I think that sounds good. So if you want something complicated, if you want something that has lots of detail in it, the cutoff for Christmas orders that has something complicated is November 1st. All right. So if you have any ideas that you would like to create for a loved one, create for yourself, and you want to have it wrapped and ready to be under the tree or under something else, maybe a Hanukkah bush. If you want it ready for the holidays, November 1st is the deadline to come in and take a look at creating something just for you or just for someone else. And we would love to make it for you because that is what we love to do here. So, does anyone have any questions? No? We're good? Okay. So remember, custom jewelry, that's maybe changing one thing. Maybe you're just changing the color of the stone. You see something that already exists. You love the design. You just want to change one little aspect and kind of customize it, make it your own, make it slightly different. Or maybe you want to do something bespoke. Maybe you have an idea in your head. You haven't seen it anywhere else. You can't find it. It doesn't exist. And we need to be able to pull that design. Hi, good morning, Elizabeth. We need to pull that design out of your head and we need to draw it for you so that you can see it, interpret what it is in your head, and then be able to make that into a finished piece. Then that's what your bespoke design is. So look on your Pinterest, look, on all of the places that you might go look, find some images, gather together all of your materials and come on in, make an appointment with either me or with John, and we will help create your dream piece of jewelry for you. All right. So we'd love to see you in. Don't forget, we've got November 1st as our deadline for anything complicated. Okay. If it's at all complicated, easier things, maybe we can fit you in a little quicker. But November 1st is that deadline. We'd love to see you. I hope that you saw the dragon today. And if you did see the dragon today, remember, you can always come in, show us your dragon photo, and get a piece of permanent jewelry for free. $50 value. Okay, so there's some chains that you can choose from that are fun. You could even do a ring, because rings are fun too. I have this little, see, my little chain ring. Aw, it's so adorable. All right, that's all I have for you today. I hope that was helpful, and I hope it was interesting. And I can't wait to see you, Brandy, because we'll have fun. So from all of us at Spencer and Keene Fine Jewelry Studio and me, Katherine Spencer, good seeing you. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next week. Bye.